D-Jax. Cap. Yo, salute to everybody already here in the building, man. Y'all know what time it is. Welcome to the latest installment of Coffee and Convo. I am your host, Graphk Raider, man. Salute to the greatest chat in YouTube history. Y'all know what time it is. Bear with me a little bit today. I'm starting to get sick. The weather's starting to change. It's starting to get a little cooler outside. And you already know it's not a year without the annual Graphk getting sick. You already know. So bear with me a little bit, though, man. But salute to Green Dot Gang here in the building, man. I see you guys strong in the chat, man. Salute to all the non-members, members. I appreciate every single one of you guys. As always, you already know, man. Make sure you wipe them feet, meaning hit them thumbs up. Also, hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet, man. Salute, salute. Let me see. Facts, Patrick. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Salute to almost 300 people already here in the building. Torque, it's not that, man. It's some things going on behind the scenes. I'll keep you updated. We're still good to go. I had to delete a few things on my end and some other stuff. But yeah, man, YouTube, they're coming down hard on a lot of brands, a lot of sponsors on YouTube, man. They definitely do not like other brands coming through and running it up, man. So, you know, but no worries. We're going to be all right, man. Salute to Raider Mitch, my guy in the building. I appreciate you becoming a member. If y'all want to become a member, like my guy Raider Mitch, hit the link. It's pinned up top. It's definitely one of the best ways to support what we do, man. Hey, Ty, I hear you, man. Actually, it's going to be a good game. Can't wait to watch. Hopefully, KC starts off 0-1, and we can get off to a fresh start against the Chargers this Sunday at SoFi Stadium, and I'm hyped. Even though I'm sick. Brock Bowers. Salute to Wade with the $2 special as always. Salute to KB also. What up, Graphk? Salute to you on a $2 special as well. Let's talk about it, you guys. So DeSean Jackson went on, I believe, the Herd. Was it the Herd? Don't quote me on that. About a week or so ago. Davante has been really quiet on this. I love, man, that Davante doesn't really address a lot of the, nonsense that, hits the media. But about a week or so ago, DeSean goes on to tell, I believe, Colin Cowherd of the Herd that he talked to Davante Adams, spoke to him, and that Davante was not happy in Las Vegas. Well, guess what? Our superstar wide receiver, Davante Adams, had a presser yesterday. It came out actually after we went live yesterday, after we did the Graphk and Waste, or the Waste and Graphk show. And Davante had some interesting things to say yesterday. He called it bullshit, simple and plain. Called it straight bullshit. I'm going to go off the Athletic right here. Salute to the Athletic. The rumor mill about the receiver's long-term status with the franchise is churning, and he's gotten used to it to the point where he typically ignores it. A comment made by former NFL receiver DeSean Jackson on the Herd last month, however, set him off. Jackson said he spoke to Adams directly and stated that he's unhappy. When asked about it, Adams was adamant that the conversation never happened. At the end of the day, the facts are the facts, and this is not a fact. Adams said Wednesday. I've probably spoken to DeSean Jackson maybe 3-4 times in my life, and I've never had a conversation with him ever about this. And I put that on my kids. I repeat, and I put that on my kids. Fathers, when you say that, you know it's real. The only person I really talk to about my feelings in general is my wife, probably, and she ain't out here leaking anything and dropping stuff like that in the media. So once again, whatever you see, if it's not from the horse's mouth, it's probably bullshit. There you have it. I don't know how many times Davante Adams has to come out and keep repeating himself. I'm telling y'all now, this is the thing that absolutely sucks about being a Raider fan and the national media always against us, always attacking us, always throwing false narratives into the universe. We are going to talk ourselves out of having Davante Adams. We're going to talk ourselves out of having Davante Adams in Las Vegas. Yes, I know that the next few years of his contract are absolutely insane, and it'd probably be difficult to keep him around regardless with the way his contract is structured. I believe $40 million. It's nasty work, right? But we are going to find a way to talk ourselves out of having one of the best wide receivers in the game on this specific roster. I hate to say it. I know we watched the receiver show on Netflix. I know he was unhappy. You know, a lot of that happened, you guys. Let's repeat this real quick. A lot of that stuff happened when Josh McDaniels was still in the building. Anyone that watched every episode of The Receiver understood and seen the happiness start to grow on Davante Adams' face once Josh McDaniels was gone and AP came in and things started to change. Once Jimmy G was no longer the quarterback, once Josh McDaniels was no longer the head coach, once AP took over and Aiden O'Connell came in, the energy changed immediately. Who would be happy to see their best friend get traded a year after he was sent to Las Vegas because of Derek Carr behind the scenes making some moves in order for that to happen? The reunion was a short stint. Definitely would be upset. Definitely would be mad at the coaching staff for selling him a dream, you know, to come to Vegas and play with his best friend. After 1 year, he's gone, right? And as Raider fans, a lot of us agree it was time to move on from Derek Carr. Cool with that. But can we stop for a second and look at this in terms of Davante Adams being sold a dream to come play for the team he grew up loving and idolizing, to play with his former quarterback at Fresno State, best friend, all that good stuff, to come out here and get lied to, right? The energy shifted, you guys, in that receiver series once our head coach and our QB1 were gone. When Aiden came in and Antonio Pierce came in, things changed immediately. Let's not talk ourselves out of a situation where Davante says, you know what, man, I'm sick of all the hype. I'm sick of all the talk. Just trade me then. Get me out of here. If y'all don't want me here, then it is what it is. It's going to get to a point where he's going to say, look, man, I'm not saying anything. You guys are saying everything. Until Davante comes out, and Davante strikes me as a person that would come out and say, I don't want to be here, so get me out of here. Love the Raiders, love the organization, grew up loving this team, but I want to win before it's all said and done. Get me out of here. Simple and plain. I think that Davante is man enough to say that, okay? So we got to stop with this false narrative stuff. DeSean Jackson, I understand your short stint in Las Vegas didn't go as planned. You didn't find that rapport with DC. You fumbled big time against the Kansas City Chiefs that changed the energy and the momentum of that game. We got you at the end of your career. You weren't that speedster, you know, all-pro type player that you were with us. You were pretty much whoring around the league. I keep it a buck. And you guys know I'm a big fan of the early on DeSean Jackson. Loved him at Cal, Philly, the Commanders, you know, so on and so forth. But at the end of the day, just because you were whoring yourself out at the end of your career, taking whatever job you could possible, don't try to shit on the one star that we have on the offensive side of the ball that is telling everybody that he wants to be here. And I said this on the live stream that day, you guys. Why would Davante have a conversation with DeSean Jackson? Yes, there's that football, right? That NFL player camaraderie. Yes. The wide receiver position. Yes. But where is the connection? Even Davante said he's spoken to him maybe 3 or 4 times. They've never played together. DeSean's never played in Green Bay. DeSean's from Southern California. Davante's from Northern California. I mean, what are we doing here? Why would anybody believe that DeSean Jackson, now transitioning from playing football to being a commentator or a podcaster, would be out here telling the truth anyway? Most of these guys are telling lies. I've seen it left and right. Who is it? Agent Zero, Gilbert Arenas, all these guys, they just do anything for shock value. Now, some of them are solid podcasters, and I respect it. Love Max's podcast. What else? There's a few of them that they're absolutely fire. You know what I mean? But shock value, hot takes. This is the new age media. Let's stop buying into all the bullshit. Because I've seen a lot of would DeSean Jackson lie? What does he have to gain from this? Everything. He is no longer playing the game that he loved growing up. It's a tough transition, y'all, from going to playing a game that you've loved your entire life, all you know, to finding a new space and trying to find some footing in that space. It's tough. And he's looking at his counterparts and the people around him that are capping, the Skip Baylesses of the world, all these guys that just throw nonsense and spew bullshit, toxicity into the universe in order to get views and clicks. He's only following, the people that came before him in this space. I'm just saying, y'all, like, we should have knew from jump DeSean Jackson was lying. I said it from jump. He was capping. Davante I can rest assured, you guys, Davante will man up and say, if he no longer wants to be a Raider, get me out of here. I have a few years left on the table. Get me out of here. Send me somewhere where they have a quarterback that can get me my numbers and get me to a Super Bowl. Simple and plain. So I don't think there's really anything to see here. I wanted to talk about this for a split second, you guys. I knew it from Jump Street. DeSean Jackson was ultra capping, doing it for clicks, doing it for views. I am a firm believer in body language. If you watch when Colin Cowherd asked the question, when he doubled back and asked him, wait, did he say he's unhappy? DeSean had the body language of, wow, am I really about to do this? Am I really about to do this? Yeah, it seems like, come on, man. It's absolutely crazy, man. And I understand that you go from having all the attention in the world, DeSean, playing football, to having none, for technically being an afterthought up to this point. And this is no shade to you, DeSean. As someone has been a major fan of you your whole career, it's just sad to see you going out like this. This is nasty work. Nasty work. You already caught all that flack for trying to be so-called, fake gangster and this and that, and getting involved in some shit off the field when you were playing in Philadelphia that you shouldn't been involved with. Like, what are we doing here? At some point, own who you are. And if you're going to do this, just be honest. Be transparent. This is just nasty work. Salute to Davante Adams for coming out and debunking all of this nonsense that DeSean Jackson put into the universe. And I love that Davante didn't rush to do it. He didn't rush to do it. He sat back, a few weeks, allowed this shit to play out. And when the question presented itself, he came out, business as usual. It's bullshit. Simple and plain. Salute to Davante Adams. And DeSean, man, if you're going to do this, podcasting, commentary, if you're trying to get into the space, brother, I'm telling you now, man, you're not going to get anywhere lying, especially about shit like this with the top players in the NFL that have a voice, that will speak up for themselves when people lie about them. Let's get it together, man. Salute to Chef. The other day on Graphk show with the Bolts dude, they kept talking about Herbert making the playoffs year 2. If I remember correctly, in year 2, the Raiders had Herbert on national TV wishing for a tie against his biggest rival. Facts. Appreciate you, Chef, for bringing that up. This is facts. It was year 3, I believe, that they went. Year 2, he was wishing on a star for a tie. And that DC smirk, which is legendary. Salute to my guy, Chef, on the $20 special. I'm so behind you guys. My apologies. I had to get on my soapbox for a minute. Salute to my brother, Top Beats, in the building, one of the Mob Fathers himself, gifting 10 OLV Raiders Network membership. Salute to my dog, Big Bro. As always, I appreciate you so much for what you do for the Shieldmore channels. My God, man, it's always a breath of fresh air to see you in the chat, my brother. Salute. Let me get these other ones in real quick as well. I see the Mob Father himself is in here as well. Salute to Hug D's and salute to my sis Niles, gifting 5 OLV Raiders Network membership. Salute to you, sis. Thank you. As always, appreciate all the love and support you show the channel. Dave Lee, South Sac in the building. Iraq. Barack Bowers. Salute to my guy, Dave Lee. Appreciate you as always, my brother, on the $2 special. And salute to my city and specifically my side of town, South Sacramento, California. Let me see. Salute to Chris, gifting 5 as well. Chris for Raiders, man, my guy. My dog, I appreciate you so much, brother. Real talk, man. Thank you. Hug, my dog. Love you, bro. You already know what it is. Salute to all the new members here in the building because of all the great support that we have here in the building. Thank you. If you guys missed out on any of these memberships, hit the link. It's pinned up top. It's definitely one of the best ways to support what we do over here at OLV Raiders Network. It helps us keep the lights on over here. Salute to Green Dot Gang, growing every single day because of you guys. Appreciate y'all as always. Salute to Ty. That game was my favorite DC game. That smirk, I loved it, man. I loved it. I still share that picture sometimes here and there on Twitter and Instagram. I love it. Salute to my guy Ty. I'll see you in a few weeks, Ty. Salute to God, family, and Raiders for life. DeSean Cap's son. Credibility and reputation is about to crash and burn. Salute to Tay for keeping it real. Shame on you, DeSean Cap's son. Raiders. Salute to my guy, God family, on a fire comment. Appreciate you on the $5 special. Salute to DB as always. Salute dropping in the show support, bro. Raiders. Salute to my guy DB as always, gifting $5 to the channel. I appreciate you, brother, so much, man. Thank you. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, what are y'all waiting on? Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, I think we're on our way, you guys, with that fantasy league. This is not a traditional fantasy league, you guys. The Locker app, for those who are downloading the Locker app and joining, it's still free right now. I think it's until tomorrow. We need about maybe at least 5 more people to join before the $25 buy-in starts. This is a different fantasy league than others, you guys, and I'm not going to talk about this too long, but it's interactive. During the games, we'll be calling who's going to get the next reception, who's the first Raider to get a touchdown, who is the first, who's going to get a sack on this specific play, and so on and so forth. It's not the traditional fantasy football. It's a different type fantasy football. It's not just like, because I've seen a lot of people asking me about the drafts and all that other stuff. It's not the traditional fantasy football. This is something different, interactive. It's mad fun, you guys. I'm telling y'all now, hella fun. Me and Hammer had a ball last year doing it. So if you guys want to join, make sure you go to the Locker app and go to Raiders Official. I'll put the link in the chat. Join it. We need about 5 more people to join, you guys. And once again, it's free for the next 24 hours, I think, until Friday. You sign up. You have to put Raiders. I see a lot of people asking about why they're charging you $25. When you originally sign up, put the Raiders in as the promo code, and it will give you the $25 credit to go to your account. All right? So make sure if you want to join the fantasy league, I'm going to send the link right now. Matter of fact, do me a favor, Hug. If you are in the chat, my brother, please put the link in the chat. We need about, like I said, 4 or 5 more people at least to start it off. But we can have 1,000 people, 2,000 people join. You know what I mean? But it's going to be some fun, you guys. It's going to be a different type fantasy football league. Join up, have some fun with your boy. We're going to be very interactive on the app. Salute to everybody that joined up. Let me see. I only mentioned that, you guys, because a lot of people were asking me what it was. So I had to let you guys know it's not the traditional fantasy football league. We're not going to be drafting and all that other stuff. It's going to be very interactive. It's like a guessing game. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's going to be the first person to get, 100 yards in this game, and whatever. You know what I mean? That kind of shit. So salute to Mando, as always. Appreciate you for renewing up, my brother. Welcome back to the Green Dot Gang. Also, salute to my guy Mike Downs in the building. I have a fever, and the prescription is when we play and beat the Chargers, let them know we still run LA. I like that. Salute to my guy Mike Downs. I'm missing a super. My apologies. Salute to my guy Raider Pace. One of the things I love about having AP is he's not going to cause drama with players. McDaniels had JJ and Tay wondering if they even wanted to stay. Then trolling DC with AOC and the number 4, childish BS. This is facts, bro. Facts. Salute to my guy Pace on a great comment. And this is Factory Outlet. And this is coming from a former player, Pace, right? Another guy that is, a lot of these people will run through a wall for players, just anybody that works within the organization, a fan base. We'll all run through a wall for AP, but this is the player effect. He's been a player. He understands. He's played in different, he's played in the Tom Coughlin, that military kind of, woo. He's played in different type situations. He's been there and he's done that. You know what I mean? So you're right. He understands that if you want to win football games, you have to have a united locker room. You have to have a committed, dedicated locker room, and you have to have guys on the same page. Salute to my guy Pace. Salute to my boy Chris. This is no surprise that the media and Not For Long League picks on the Raiders since we have the largest fan base in sports. Talk that shit, Chris. Salute to my guy on a $5 special. Salute to the 700 plus people rocking. Make sure you wipe them feet, y'all. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. I seen that, Glock. I seen that. Apparently, he started a YouTube channel, and apparently he had our former guy, Derek Carr, on. I haven't seen it yet. Haven't checked it out. I'm definitely going to give it a look sometime this week. But yeah, I'm not going to bring him on the show. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to be interesting to check that out. Is it official that because I've seen some rumors about Rich Homie Quan. I don't know if it was real. If it is, man, rest in paradise to Rich Homie Quan, man. I seen some rumors about it being an OD on Twitter and Instagram. I don't want to jump the gun and put stuff into the universe. I don't know if it's real or not. You know what I mean? I seen it and I don't want to say anything. But if it is true, man, rest in paradise to Rich Homie Quan. If it's not true, thank God you got a chance to see another 24. Sweet Jazz in the building. Raider Nation, stop worrying about what national media thinks about the Raiders. Until we start winning consistently, we will continue to get disrespected. Winning cares all. Keep the faith. I'll say this. There's some truth in what you just said, Jazz, but there's also some lies in that. It does not matter if we're winning. There's still going to be negative. We're the Raiders. Al Davis set the tone early on, going against the NFL, doing whatever he wanted to do, calling his shot, making his shots, right? At the end of the day, even if we go 17-0 and we go into the playoffs, blowing every single team out, they're going to find a way to say, oh, the Raiders need to be slow. They're going to be slowed down. They can't continue to do it. They're the Raiders. They're still the old Raiders. They're this, and that. It does not matter. We can literally go perfect season, win a Super Bowl, but can they do it again? Can they do it again? It was luck. Doesn't matter. We are the Raiders. We are going to always get bullshit within the national media. So that's why we continue to stand up for our team. We continue to speak out against the national media because it doesn't matter what we do, win, lose, or tie, getting blowing out people. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. We're going to continue to be that, that redheaded stepchild of the NFL regardless. And not even just in the NFL, in sports, period. Elite, you know what I mean? Like it's just real talk. Salute to my guy East Coast, gritted it iron in the building as well. Yeah, Sunday ticket doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's always been like that. Facts. Straight up. You guys, let's talk about the updated injury report. I don't know if you guys seen this. It dropped yesterday. Salute to my people and Uncle Hondo And I believe Aiden Champion put this out there on SI.com. Salute to our Raider family over there. Definitely need to reach out to Uncle Hondo, man, and get a coffee and Hondo here very, very soon. But an update on the injury report for us and the Chargers. Rookie tight end Brock Bowers was limited in Las Vegas Wednesday practice due to a foot injury. He will be back. He will be rocking week 1 against the Chargers. AP already said he expects him to be out there. Fellow rookie linebacker Tommy Eichenberg and cornerback D. Cameron Richardson were also limited Wednesday with a foot and hamstring injury, respectfully, but they were out there. Rookie defensive end Tyree Wilson is recovering from a foot injury, but was a full participant Wednesday. I don't know why that was mentioned. I think that he was already healed up from that foot injury a while ago. But it is what it is. And AP did say, I feel really good about Brock Bowers playing, to be honest. Just again, I'm going to go back to protecting the young guy. Sometimes you get in the league, you have to be smart, and sometimes you have to protect them from themselves. So that's all that was. Also, our long snapper, Jacob Bobenmoyer, was dealing with an abdomen injury, but he was a full participant as well at Wednesday's practice. Colton Miller, full participant. It looks like our starting left tackle will be good to go this Sunday against the Chargers. Update on the Chargers injuries. Chargers wide receiver DJ Chark Jr., as always, did not participate in LA's practice on Wednesday as he's dealing with a hip injury. So it's going to be interesting to see if one of their number 1 targets out there in LA with Herbert and company will be able to play this Sunday with the hip injury. Chargers cornerback Tariq Steele was also dealing with a hip injury. He was limited in team's Wednesday practice. So there you have it. Those are the injury updates. Salute to SI.com, Uncle Hondo and company over there with the article. So it looks like we will be pretty much, you guys, full strength going into SoFi Stadium come Sunday afternoon. Good to hear, man. Let me see. Getsy's pressers coming up? Okay. Let me know when it comes on. I'll put it on the phone, and we'll definitely play the audio. Yo, Hug, do me a favor, bro, if you can. Put the link in the chat for the Fantasy League. Salute to our sponsors over there at Locker. I'm going to send it over to you one more time in the group chat, bro. If you can, put this in the chat, if possible, brother. If you're still in the chat active. Let me see. Where's my brother at? Salute to everybody here in the building, y'all. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, what are y'all waiting on, man? Hit that subscribe button. Let me see. My apologies, you guys. Trying to get John the link to the Fantasy League. Boom. There it goes. I just sent it over to you, Hug. I am punchy. I think there's just one. It's just one link for all. One link for all. You can go to Android or Google Play, type it in, but I think there's just one link for all. I'm still learning the whole, behind the scenes, everything that goes together with the Locker Fantasy League. There you go. Boom. Okay. So you got it in the chat. Thank you, brother. Here it goes. For those who are asking, you guys, the link is right there for the Fantasy Locker app league. So make sure you guys join up right now. It is free, but make sure, once again, you put Raiders in the promo code once you sign up. Do not skip that part because I've been hearing that you can't double back and put the promo code in. Make sure you initially put it in when you sign up, and it gives you a $25 credit going into this year's Fantasy League. And once again, y'all, we are waiting for Luke Getsy. Let me see when it should be starting here in about a minute. So we'll definitely check this out. See what our OC has to say. All right. Starts in about 15 minutes. So I got it up on my phone and it's ready to go. Hug, I did not, brother. Let me go look. My bad, bro. I'm behind. I've been on my soapbox like crazy. Salute to my guy and my brother, as always, Hug D's in the building. As a nation, make sure to watch Behind the Shield episode 2. It'll get you fired up for Sunday. I promise you, we are ready this year. Let's effing go. Yes, you sent it to me last night. I watched it. Shit was fire. Super fire, bro. Super fire. Yes, everybody go check that out. It's going to get you hyped up, man, for this Sunday, man. The team is bought in. The coaching staff is bought in. We are definitely heading in the right direction with our organization going into the 2024 season, man. Let me see. Yes, it's going to be fun, Alec. It's going to be fun. Luke Getsy with that 12 personnel. I'm excited to see, Davante on one boundary with Jacoby on one boundary and, and Mayer and Brock Bowers out there, at the tight end position. It's going to be fun to watch, man. I am excited to see this offense put it all together this upcoming season. Let me see. Yeah, that shit was funny, Low Tom. Definitely. We're there at the beach, right? That shit was hilarious. Okay, for Android, you have to type in Locker, live fantasy football. Okay, there you go. Salute to my guy. Let me see. Get some questions in, y'all. We having some fun today. Welcome to Coffee and Convo. I am your host, Graphk Raider. Make sure you guys wipe them feet on the way in. If you're just pulling up, hit that subscribe button. We went over the whole DeSean Jackson situation, talking about our star wide receiver, Davante Adams. And Davante debunking the rumors of him being unhappy in Las Vegas for the 304,000th time. We talked about that. We talked about the updated injury report. So moving forward, this is y'all's show. Get some questions in. Let's have some fun. George Hubbard, I appreciate you, brother. Yes, Peyton, we'll bring it back. We're not going to be doing it Friday because Sanjit's work schedule changed. But definitely I'll reach out to him and see maybe we can do it today or maybe we could do it during the weekend. Let me see. Salute to my guy, Top Beats in the building, man. OakLosVegas.com. Appreciate you, brother. Eduardo, man. I'm excited about the O-line. I am. I'm excited, man. Especially when Jackson Powers Johnson gets up to speed and gets in game shape. I'm excited to see the young second rounder out of Oregon, man, finally get some real reps. But with Colton healthy, man, I'm excited to watch what this O-line looks like with Joe Philbin and James Craig out there calling the shots. It's going to be fun, man. I trust those guys to be able to put these guys, in the right place, and get them situated this upcoming season. I really, truly think that Joe Philbin and James Craig are going to put a special unit together on that O-line. It's going to take some time to gel, but we have a lot of returning pieces. Colton at left tackle, Andre James back at the center position in a better system that fits him. Parham moving back to right guard is his traditional position he played at in Memphis. And then Mufford, his first year, full-time starter at right tackle. It's going to be fun, man. And I'm interested to see Glaze get out there at some point and get some reps as well because he looked really good during training camp. He looked good in preseason as well. Salute to my brother LV Maximus in the building. Oh, Mitch, man, Scout's still around. He's still around. He was just on the show, I think, a few weeks ago. He'll be back on the show all year long. Me and Scout talk all the time. He lost his big account on Instagram. They were flagging him, and he lost his channel or lost his page. So he got a little quiet after that, man, because he worked up. He built that page up for years. So I know it definitely affected him, but he's still moving and shaking, man. He's a scout at Appalachian State, and he's working for a few different websites, writing Raider articles and such. So he's doing really good. Salute to my guy Chris, as always, my dog, one of the GOATs over here. Salute. Gifting 10 OLV Raiders Network memberships. Once again, you guys, I'm sick, so bear with me, man. But I appreciate you. For those who missed out on those 10, if you want to become a member, become Green Dot Gang. Hit the link. It's pinned up top. Chris for Raiders, my dog. I appreciate you so much, man. Forever indebted, King. Richard, man, I don't know. It depends on what Cody Whitehair looks like out there. The veteran coming over, with Luke Getsy from the Chicago Bears. It depends on what he's going to look like at left guard. Can he perform early on in the season? AP keeps preaching to get off to a fast start, right? So, if the O-line is gelling, there's no real reason to rush JPJ out there. It all depends on what Cody Whitehair looks like out there at left guard. If he goes out there and he's struggling and he's just getting pushed around, then we'll probably see JPJ out there earlier than expected. But I think Luke Getsy trusts, Cody Whitehair and what he brings to the table, being a former Pro Bowler and a guy that can move all across the O-line, center. He's played tackle. He's played guard. You know what I mean? But it all depends on the production and what Cody Whitehair does in terms of bringing JPJ out there. So it really is up to the veteran. Does he lose his job because he's not performing, or does he keep his job? In a perfect world, you guys, Cody goes out there and balls out. JPJ is pretty much redshirted his rookie year, allows him to get healthy, get over the concussion sustained and all that other stuff. It allows him time to, learn the game, learn the speed of the game, dive into that playbook, so it is what it is. But if I have to be real here, I think JPJ will be out there at some point at left guard, but I'm hoping and praying that Cody goes out there and performs well. I think they wanted to keep him. I don't think they wanted to rattle the young kid's confidence. Parham is in year 3 now. Jordan Meredith looked good out there in preseason. Heard really good things about him at camp. Me and Sanjit were actually having calls behind the scenes about what we were hearing about Jordan Meredith in training camp. But, I think that he's going to be that guy, man. It's going to be like a Swiss Army knife. They can play all over the O-line. Jordan Meredith is a guy that provides a lot of versatility. I don't think that he's a starter at the NFL level. I think they still want to see if Parham can reach that ceiling that we hope he can reach. Coming out of Memphis, our former 3rd-round pick, the first pick in the previous regime. So, I don't think they're ready to give up on the young kid yet. They're not. He started at left guard last year. There's a lot of rumors and rumblings of us moving on from Andre James in offseason, letting him walk in free agency and moving Parham to center. So, I think that they just want some continuity there. He started the last 3 seasons. No one really did enough to take that starting right guard spot. I don't think even including Meredith. Yeah, Parham struggled a little bit in preseason. I heard he was struggling a little bit in training camp as well, but they believe in the kid. They believe in the kid. Give him a chance, and let's see if he can go out there and cook when football matters the most during the regular season. Let me see. Salute to my brother, man. Hug, as always, man. One of the GOATs over here. the GOAT. My guy, my father. Salute to my brother. Gifting 5 OLV Raiders Network membership. Salute. Man, we got about 50 new members in the building because of you guys, man. Y'all are the greatest, man. Salute to Chris. How many touches does Lobby get in the offense, you think, Graphk? I don't think too many early on. I think Amir Abdullah is going to be getting those early reps as that 3rd down back. But I wouldn't be shocked if Lobby went out there and got maybe 3 to 5 reps on the offensive side of the ball early. But he's going to get his bread and butter in special teams. He'll be out there, probably a gunner, just helping out on special teams early on. I don't know if he's going to be out there getting a ton of reps on the offensive side of the ball with Amir Abdullah out there, the veteran who just re-signed on a 1-year deal. Here we go, guys.
You can see his leadership skills, just how he's matured, and not just he was immature before, but how he's matured over time. And I know the players gravitate to him.
I don't know why it's so low. Their audio is low. It's not on my end.
He's doing a good job for us, and I'm sure he's excited.
Yesterday, Christian said that there's a good synergy building between the defensive unit. What
Can
are
you
you
hear?
seeing out of the cohesion of your guys and how they're really picking up?
Patrick Graham is at the podium, y'all.
Synergy and cohesion. I like cohesion. Synergy, I've never been a fan of that word. I don't know why. I've just never been a fan. But they spend a lot of time together, and they have honest conversations with one another. I know that we've done a better job as coaches of getting to know them. In terms of, I know I can speak for myself personally, spending more time with them, whether it's in the calf, whether it's just sending more texts, whatever it is. And I think the reason why we have the cohesion, and the word you used, is because we spend a lot of time talking to each other and we're honest with one another.
Obviously, AP's has some familiarity with him, and also you coached him in New York.
Patrick Graham at the podium.
What went into the thought process of bringing him in, and what do you think about him as a player?
That would be specifically, you have to ask Tom and AP, but we're always welcome for good players, and the fact that he has a familiarity with our defense, that helps. And I've known him since he was a rookie. He's a smart, diligent worker, works hard out there on the field, can tackle, can cover, can do a bunch of things, play special teams. So, all of that stuff in terms of the checklist I just went through, I mean, that's a good defensive football player. You like to have those guys around.
When it comes to Coach Harbaugh, been talking a lot about running the ball. He's known for his team's kind of being run first. What do you think of that approach in today's game, where it's thought of as a pass league first? And what's kind of going to be the keys
Good question.
for the defense to have success in the run defense?
I think it's smart. You look like, all the teams that win, it comes down to whether you're going to start at the beginning of the season, how you're trying to establish your identity during training camp, or when you get to the money games like the championship games, the Super Bowl. You got to be able to run the ball. You're not going to be able to advance in January without being able to run the ball. So I think it's a smart decision to make sure that's at the forefront of what they're talking about. Because if you can't stop the run on defense, I mean, it's going to be a long day. I mean, then the coordinator could call anything. And that's the worst fear as a defensive play caller. But I think it's smart. And in order to be tough, you got to be able to run the ball and you got to be able to stop the ball. So I know toughness is a big part of what they're trying to do. They're preaching, and that makes sense to me. And he's been successful doing it.
It's like Trayvon Merrick took a big step forward last year, and we've seen him make a lot of plays in training camp in the preseason this year. What do you think's going into that ascension for him as we can say?
Like most professional athletes, they make a decision. I mean, again, he can learn about the curl flat on all 32 teams. You can learn about playing man-to-man coverage on all 32 teams. I mean, we're not doing rocket science here. I mean, maybe a little tweak here and there, but it's the personal decision to say, okay, I'm a professional football player.
Patrick Graham,
I don't
y'all.
have anything else to do. I don't have schoolwork to worry about. All I got to do is get better at my craft, and that's a decision those guys make on their own. And I'm just proud of how he's progressed throughout the years I've been around him, and looking forward to seeing him play Sunday.
Where do you think, he's, in your opinion, where do you think he's made the biggest strides in this game?
Communication. We just had a walkthrough just now, and just for him to correct somebody without hesitation, wasn't waiting for a coach to do it, just went over there and did that. I love seeing stuff like that because for whatever reason, it brings me back to maybe something earlier in the process, like 2 years ago. So that's always cool for me. I tell him all the time, I said, you guys make my day, keep me young and you make my day when that little moments like that, it was probably nothing to him, but it was a big deal to me.
Patrick, how much of a luxury is it, I guess, to have 7 linebackers on a 53-man roster?
I like having 7 good football players. It could be linebackers, D-line, whatever, I don't know if it's a luxury. I just like having good football players. So, again, the roster, how it's constructed, that's between Tom and AP. And the more good football players we have, the better off we'll be. And I love having it gives you some variety, I guess.
How's that cohesion then between the linebackers having that many guys?
It's good. I mean, that room. When you got Spill as your leader and Diablo in there, those are pretty good leaders right there, good communicators. I'm sure they eat and hang out with one another and things of that nature. Out there on the field, they have to talk by nature. They got to talk because they're playing the linebacker position. They have to talk to one another, but I'm not going to keep using it. I mean, well, you didn't say synergy, but we're going overboard with this cohesion thing. It's a football team. It's a football team.
He doesn't get talked about much, but he's coming off one of the best seasons of his career. What is next, in your opinion, for John Jenkins?
Oh, good question.
Every day, 1%. Just try to get better every day. Again, John's a professional. He's been here doing it for a long time. I bet you that's all he's worried. He's worried about winning on Thursday today. Anytime, we have personal goals. I'm sure I will never share my personal goals with you guys. I'm sure he's not going to share his personal goals with you. But really the main thing is just to get better every day. That's all I can ask those guys to do. So, we got Thursday practice. We're focused on third down and early down, and we'll see. We'll go from there.
I assume when you watch a lot of Greg Roman offense the past, and as you said, you're going to guess, and there's been a lot of mobile quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Herbert isn't necessarily known for that. But
Nose ring, no booger, y'all. Nose ring, no
How do
booger.
you kind of factor in whether he might be used more in the run game and what they plan to do with him?
I mean, just refer back to the third down and 9 last year. He took off. So he looks pretty mobile to me. So again, y'all ask me this all the time. I factor in everything. I don't have anything else to do. I mean, he can move. So,
Definitely.
we got to prepare for everything. I don't know what they're going to do. That's the beauty of week 1. a little angst, anxiety, nervousness, whatever you want to call it. But that's the beauty of week one. Everybody's going through it right now. The game tonight, they're going through it. They don't know what they're going to do, but
3 guys that can use their legs back to back to back, you guys. Herbert, Lamar Jackson, and Bryce.
There's a real marked increase in improved play on the defense. I'm wondering this year, how do you plan to build on that? It seems like this year's narrative is that the defense is the strength of the team. I also believe in that as well.
I don't get caught up in narratives. The thing I try to do, and I live my life by this, is just try to get better every day. And because of last year, last year was last year, maybe it gives us a starting point.
Drax, real beef is never on the internet, brother.
Cohesion, last time I'm using it.
So I don't know what you're referring to, but
in terms of for 2024,
it's the internet,
man.
Man.
Start from ground zero in terms of getting our fundamentals schematically, what we're going to do. I think going into this year, it's all going to be based on how we perform and how we prepare and practice and how we perform on Sunday. That's the only way we're going to be judged. Nobody's going to care. As soon as Sunday happens, nobody cares about last year. Nobody cares.
You seen from Jack Jones in the training camp, preseason's first thing, that next step.
Come on.
I was always impressed by his athleticism. So, that was God-given there. In terms of his football IQ, you can see it starting to grow more and more as he gets more plays under his belt. I think just that position right there, you're just going to be able to see more. You see the combinations. You get familiar because all the receivers are all the same receivers aside from the rookies. They're all the same receivers, so you get familiar with those guys. And then once you figure that out and you're able to communicate, because now you can say, hey, they are in this split. Hey, it is him stacked behind there. It's just reminders to your brain for your muscle memory to kick in to be able to play faster. So you're seeing that. All right, thank you.
So we got Graham leaving the podium. I believe Luke Getsy. Yep, Getsy's next, you guys. So we got both coordinators at the podium today. Hey, more power to you guys, man. I can't go in that Raiders chat, man. It's too toxic for me. Oh, East Coast, my brother. Is that what you're talking about? East Coast, my brother. That's family right there. Salute to Pace. I am geeked about Glaze being our swing tackle. Yes. Football nerd in me, laugh out loud. Yeah, man, he could be what we thought Brandon Parker should have been, right? That guy that can play some swing, play some tackle, be a swing tackle, play some guard. This is what we thought we were going to get from. Let me say this. This is what we hope we get out of Glazer. We thought we were going to get out of Brandon Parker. Facts. Facts. We are waiting for Luke Getsy to approach the podium, y'all. Yeah, I don't do the Raiders chat, man. Too many keyboard warriors and too many thumb thugs, man. Them thumb thugs will get you every time. Those thumb thugs that get you. Got to be careful out here in these internet streets. These thumb thugs that get you. Salute the Pace, man, on the $5 special. Appreciate you, man. Getsy will be approaching the podium here shortly, y'all. And I got a few more things to go over, and we're going to get out of here. Salute to Darnell on the $5 special. I love the disrespect from the media and all the haters. How you say it? Nasty work. Talk that shit, Darnell. Salute to my guy on the $5 special, man. Let me see. Dumb thugs, no harmony. That is hilarious. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. Edgar, man, you might want to hit the bell button, brother. But I've heard that YouTube has had some glitches in terms of notifications. So it's not on my end, brother, but I apologize regardless. Hey, Zach, and he got cooked. He got cooked. Parker was getting fried in the preseason. Let me see. Salute to Julio. Does it worry you that PG's defenses don't fare well against the run? I mean, it should. I'm always going to be worried about the run defense, right? Because, you always want to make an offense one-dimensional. You want to take the pass away from a team. You want to be able to take the run away from a team, especially if you're facing opposition like the Chargers, who are going to probably be a run-first team. You got to be able to play the run. The last thing you want to do is go into week 1 and get absolutely fried by the likes of a Gus Edwards or J.K. Dobbins. I mean, I'm always going to be worried until I get a chance to see what these guys do. But all I can say is you add the likes of a Christian Wilkins, a guy that can, play both sides, get to the passer and play the run. You got a guy in John Jenkins, a veteran nose that could play the run well. You got Adam Butler, another guy that last year showed he could play the run and get to the quarterback. So, I mean, I think they're going to be better this year with the addition of Christian Wilkins against the run. I'm not too much worried about it. But, until I see it, my nerves would be a little off a little bit. You know what I mean? But the thing is this, man. When you have a defensive line that has Christian Wilkins, Malcolm Kuntz, and Max Crosby, I'm not going to lose any sleep. I'm just not. I'm not going to lose any sleep. Like, these guys are phenomenal pass rushers. I've watched Malcolm Kuntz progress and get better against the run, set the edge, start, to develop that part of his game at the NFL level. And then like I said, you bring in an all-pro type talent in Christian Wilkins to add to the middle of that defensive line. Not too much worried about it. The thing is this: you want to stop the run week 1 to build that hype, build that motivation, build that confidence level, because week 2 is going to be different when you're facing the likes of a Derrick Henry. It's just different. It's just different. You know what I mean? Then you go into Carolina, where I believe they got, the Chuba Hubbards and the Miles Sanders of the world, right? And then they brought the young kid in from Texas in the draft. So, you want to start off fast, stop the run, make the Chargers one-dimensional, because they have a ton of unproven weapons. DJ Chark dealing with that hip injury, but he's been up and down in his NFL career, especially with the durability issues. But, Brendan Rice, unproven. Lab McConkey, unproven. Josh Palmer, to me, is he ready to take that next step and be the that wide receiver 1 for them? Quentin Johnston, unproven. You got to make those guys one-dimensional. Make Justin Herbert beat you on Sunday. Make Justin Herbert beat you. Even though he's great, he's great under pressure. Justin Herbert is great under pressure. When Max and company gets after him, he's great under pressure, but you want to make them one-dimensional. Take the run away from the Chargers, and we're going to have some fun, man. I got a feeling that we're going to see Jack Jones and company have a ball come Sunday if you can prevent them from running the football effectively. Let me see. We're still waiting, you guys, for Luke Getsy, our offensive coordinator that came over from Chicago Bears, to approach the podium. I'm definitely excited to hear him talk, because that's the big question mark that we have going into this first year with him calling the shots on the O, right? Is what is this offense going to look like? So I'm always interested to see what Luke Getsy is going to say. Salute to Julio. Appreciate you on the $5 special. Salute to Niles. As always, appreciate you, sis. Thank you so much. Salute to the best nation and pod. Mad love from our West Side fam. Get better, my G. Thank you. After this, I'm going to drink me some tea, and I'm going to get my ass back into bed. Salute to you, Niles. Always appreciate you so much. George, I mean, this is the thing. Gus Edwards isn't a slouch. Played pretty well, for the Baltimore Ravens. J.K. Dobbins, do you have a healthy J.K. Dobbins, or do you have a guy that's been dealing with, extreme injuries, these past few seasons, right? Since he's been in the NFL, his career has been derailed by injuries. So that's a major question mark. What are we getting? The young kid, Vidal, out of Troy. What is he going to look like for them in the run game? They have a big fullback that's going to help them in the ground game, 6'4", 6'5", defensive tackle, converted fullback, or whatever you want to call it. But I'm not afraid of this running back group. Just not. It's not Derrick Henry in week 2. You know what I'm saying? There's other teams that we're going to be facing this year that have better run attacks, ground attacks than the Los Angeles Chargers. So I'm not too much worried about it. The shield is still spinning, y'all. Let me see. Salute to DB as well, my guy. Hey, Drax, I appreciate you on the kind words as well, brother. DB, my dog, thank you so much. Appreciate you as always, man. Gifting 5 OLV Raiders Network memberships. Salute to all the new Green Dot gang in the building. If you missed out, hit the link. It's pinned up top. Definitely keeps the lights on over here. DB, my brother, appreciate you, King. Josh, saw that hype post with that fullback they have. As a wise man once said, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Raiders! Talk that talk, Josh. Salute to my God, man. Salute to my God. Yeah, that's a big boy, man. Pause if necessary. That's a big dude, man. And he is their backup. One of their backup defensive tackles. It's crazy. Crazy. Once again, you guys, we are waiting for Luke Getsy to approach the podium. Let's see. Yeah, and think about this, right? We're facing a team in week 2 that has they have some extra days off. They got a nice little vacation, no joke. Nice little vacation. They're going to be well rested when we fly out to their place at Baltimore. A lot of people aren't talking about that. They play tonight. They have a nice little vacation to get right, get ready for us. A ton of time to watch tape and check out what we did against the Chargers. And as we have to fly all the way across the country from LA to Baltimore. So it's going to be a tough assignment. Top, appreciate you, brother. Wipe them feet, y'all. And we will be covering the game, you guys, Sunday. Me and Hammer will be doing the play-by-play here at OLV Raiders Network and also on Hammer's house, his channel as well. They're playing in Arrowhead. In Kansas City. S. Dot, my dog, appreciate you, brother, for being here. You see Ravens fans deep here in KC. I love it, Peyton. I hope they come out full swing. I hope they're out there crazy. I'm going for Baltimore tonight, period. I want Lamar to go out there and run for 900 yards. Facts. Let me see. Hey, man. Different team this year, Mark. Different team this year. They have a new coordinator too, though, right, Mark? They have a different defensive coordinator, I believe. Didn't Baltimore lose their defensive coordinator this offseason? JS, I appreciate you. Thank you. Salute to my brother Jake in the building. Salute to my guy. We're definitely going to be recapping this game next week, you guys. Salute to my guy Jake over at the Chargers Syndicate. We will be talking about this game not only on the AFC West Roundtable channel, but also over here. So stay tuned. Salute to my guy Jake. I hope we blow you guys out by 90. Yes, they lost Mike McDonald. Yep. And he's one of them ones. He is a brilliant defensive mind. Is that who they brought in East Coast? Zach Orr? That's what they brought in? Yeah, the Seahawks brought him in as their head coach. That is exactly what happened. I consume too much football information, you guys. There's a lot going on. Let me see. Yep, Reap. Salute to my guy, Jake. He is the new Chargers guy on the AFC West Roundtable. Rest assured, my guy will not be doing push-ups on the live stream.
Very good.
Luke Getsy, you guys.
It's finally real, right? For me. I mean, we've been in Costa Mesa, living
Luke Getsy.
that easy life. Good.
Obviously, guarding issues and he started quarterback this year. What do you think about how he fits into this offense and what kind of factor in the
Yeah, I think Gardner's experience and he's been in with a few different coordinators, a few different systems, a few different teams. I think that somebody who's been through and experienced as much as he has, I think connecting to a new system is much more simple for someone like that. So as far as him just being new to it or connecting to it, I think his experiences and his capabilities allow him to fit a lot of different things. And but he brings that element of leadership and that element of having that experience. And then he really bought into what we were doing here and his connectivity with the other guys on the team. I think there's a lot of factors that go into it, not just simply one thing or another. But I think for him, he really stepped up when we came to camp, prepared. The leadership part of it stood out right away for the guys. And, I think if you ask the rest of the guys on this football team, they're ready to follow him.
Coach, obviously Aiden and Gardner had two different kind of play styles, two different strengths. How much does the playbook kind of adjust or change, centered around the player's strengths and changing? Yeah.
Sure. It's not just the quarterback position, right? It's got to be everybody. We get Colt Miller back, so we're going to play into those strengths, and that goes for the rest of the 10 guys that are on the field. That's part of our job, right? Our job is to try to get the players in the right position, give them the opportunity to go make plays, and that for sure goes with the quarterback as well. So you want to try to give them as many opportunities to go showcase what they're capable of. And obviously Gardner to Aiden, slightly different, but the intelligence, the leadership, the toughness, all that stuff. It's just it was pretty easy to build it around all that good stuff.
Mentioned Colton. What do you see from him since he was able to jump back in a few weeks back?
Yeah, I mean he's an elite player, right? And when he gets on that practice field, it kind of just jumps off the tape right away for you. And so we're excited to have him. Someone that you can definitely lean and build your offense around.
Not a lot of reps between Gardner and Davante this offseason. Not on the field reps anyway. What do you see about that chemistry that they've been building, especially these last 2 weeks?
Yeah, I mean, you're right to the sense of, specifically him throwing the ball to him on a team setting. I think they've had so many more moments, outside of that are going to, they're going to be able to build off of. And, it's a long season, right? And so Tay's experiences plus Gardner's experiences make that, much easier to kind of come to the center point. And then I think, really, I think what stands out most is just the relationship that they have. Maybe you want to say, not necessarily in between the lines, but outside the lines, the types of conversations that they have, not just between the two of them, but how it's affecting the rest of the room has been really cool to see.
Davante talked earlier this offseason and said when he was in Green Bay, and you probably saw it firsthand, that he and Aaron didn't necessarily have a lot of on-field reps, but they just kind of had this relationship, whether it was watching film or just having conversations off to the side. How long does that take for that type of relationship to build between receiver and quarterback, I guess?
Yeah, the difference probably is just that, one guy played quarterback in a system for so long and had it a certain way. And, Gardner's played a lot of ball and kind of sees it a certain way. But at the same time, you're talking about, highly intelligent people who can communicate what they see at a very high level. So I think because of that kind of stuff, I think that time frame that you're looking for to, find your peak should be much shorter.
What traits have you seen from Zamir White throughout camp that make you really confident?
I want to hear more about Zamir.
Kind of that workhorse back.
Yeah, I think, Zamir's a special guy. I think, the work ethic, the focus, determination. I think you put the pads on and you see the pad level go down and how that doesn't affect his game and he's able to, play at a full speed. I think all that stuff's been really fun to just kind of – he's been someone who, we put – a lot of eyes on when the pads came on, and he just got better every single day. So I'm excited to see him, truly go at it on a regular season Sunday.
Let's go.
If I just use the word workhorse, I mean, that type of running back has kind of gone away a lot in the league. We don't really see it that much. In an ideal world, would you want that guy? Would you want Samir to be a guy that takes on the vast majority of the carries, or do you want to rotate it around more?
I think you're looking for someone to just take the lead of, and you get those critical moments in games and situational football that they're able to respond. And I don't think that always necessarily means it has to just be one guy. I think that can be two, can be three. But I think it's always important to have someone in that room that you know is the lead of the room, not necessarily I know you're using like the bell cow, 25 carries, 30 carries a game, like you said, it's
the Josh
17
Jacobs of the
games.
world.
I don't think anybody's surviving that anymore. But to be the lead guy, and when it's time, when it's crunch time, you know where you're going with the football, and that guy's going to get it done. I think that's more important than anything else.
Coach, to that point, what does having multiple running backs who do multiple things well, how does that help you as a play caller?
It's tremendous. We talk about it in here a few times now, right? Like guys that can play multiple positions and do multiple.
Chris
things,
Chapman, what's going on?
That's our game. You're trying to design yourself. Okay, where are their the defensive strengths? Where are their weaknesses? And how can we manipulate both of those so that we don't let those strengths beat us? And how can we take advantage of those weaknesses? And when you have guys that can do different things, that's obviously just more tools in the toolbox.
I was talking to Michael yesterday, and he said the biggest area of improvement he's noticed from Brock Bowers has been his confidence. Could you also say the same, and where have you believed that he's also developed as well?
Yeah, I think Brock has this humble, confident way about him that we noticed, as soon as we got on the field. And I think his comfortability with what's going on and, the demand that we have of that tight end room, it's just been really cool to see for a young guy to kind of just keep continuing to grow. And, and Michael's really doing the same thing. We asked them to do a lot of different things, and both of them really respond at a high level. And for a young rookie to come in here and be able to do the different things we're asking him to do has been really cool. And it's a credit to him, his work ethic. But like I said, it's that humble, confident mentality that I think everybody in the building is just really, they love following it.
Just a couple more guys. We have practice, so just two more.
This is your second time being an offensive coordinator in the NFL. Obviously, it's a different team, so a lot of things are different from the Bears. But for you personally as a coach, how are you approaching the season differently? What do you think you learned from that experience, and how is it forming how you're going into this year?
Yeah, I think you learn a ton, right? I mean, that's experience. There's no better teacher. So there's a lot. That's a pretty deep question, because I say I reflect on that a lot, and I reflect from game to game, from year to year. Is something that I do a lot of, and how to be a better leader, how to be a better play caller, how to be a better teammate. All that stuff. I'm constantly reflecting on that, and I think hopefully as this just continues to go, you're just more prepared for those opportunities. I said a couple of times ago,
right there,
you guys, there's those blind spots that when you're doing something new for the first time, you don't really
feedback at getlocker.com.
Sometimes you watch other people do it and you get to do it, and sometimes you experience it and get to correct it. And so I think having those opportunities,
I'll reach out as well.
Only help me do a better job for sure.
The intelligence and talking to people in Gardner's background, it comes up a lot. Is that something that jumped out to you as far as IQ level being kind of up there?
Yeah, totally. Not just the football IQ, but the awareness of your surroundings. I think that's a big part of playing the position is, having the awareness of what's going on around you and making sure everything's in the right place at the right time and being in control of everything. And then now you can start dialing into the nuances. You start dialing into those little things that
salute to 209. I got Aaron. Appreciate you, brother.
You have a bunch of elite players all over the place.
Chris, I got you.
Things that kind of give you that edge. And I think, someone to Gardner's football IQ / abilities, really gives them a good opportunity to go out and do those things. All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
So there goes Luke Getsy right there, you guys. Salute to Chris. Presser's over. I got you, Chris. I'm going to reach out to him. Salute to Aaron as well. What's good, Graphk? Good stuff like always. Luke, you had mentioned before that it's a must-win for the Raiders week 1 because if Baltimore loses, it's going to be a must-win for them week 2 against us. I like that comment right there. This is factory outlet, brother. But let me tell you this. Baltimore has they've built such a winning culture that they expect to win every game regardless. You know what I mean? Like they're expecting to go into Kansas City and win. They want their get back from last year. They definitely want to go into Arrowhead and make some noise, but that culture that they've built, they expect to win. You know what I mean? I don't think for once, any given Sunday in the NFL, don't get it confused, but trust and believe they expect to go back home against us next weekend and beat us in their place. You know what I mean? But I hear you, brother. That is definitely a great comment. Salute to you. Let me see. Get a few more comments in, you guys, before I get out of here. I'm going to go get my kids here in a second. Yeah, the shit talking is fine. It's the disrespect I can't tolerate. Talk that talk, Redbone. So to her, maybe not to the extent some Chiefs fans take it, but okay, so we're talking about probably the AFC West roundtable right now, you guys. But let me see. But yeah, y'all, we talked about everything pretty much. This Sunday, we're here. We're ready. We're active. Me and Hammer will be covering the game. I'm gonna reach out to Sanjit, reach out to Wasted to see if we can put this 12 personnel together either tomorrow or Saturday. My son's first official football game is Saturday, so I probably won't be available until Saturday night. So I'm gonna reach out to them and see if we can put that together. But other than that, you guys kind of covered what we needed to cover. Talked about Davante Adams, the DeSean Jackson situation. Talked about the updated injury report. We are all healthy and ready to go into week 1. Talked about the Chargers. DJ Chark dealing with a hip injury. He missed practice yesterday. So it's going to be interesting to see if he makes this game Sunday. We watched the presser with Luke Getsy, Patrick Graham, all that good stuff. But we will be back either. You know what? I'm going to reach out to him. Maybe we can get going football tonight, man. I'm going to watch the game. Friday or Saturday. Let me reach out to the guys and see if we can get this 12 personnel back and play. But salute to the 700+ people still here in the building. I appreciate you guys as always. Salute to my fathers, Hug, Top, LV for holding down the chat. Appreciate you guys. Salute to the Green Dot Gang in the building. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Salute to the non-members also providing content for us to talk about, keeping the show going. It's because of you guys that this thing keeps rolling. Salute, salute, salute. Also, if you guys want to join that fantasy league, once again, go download the Locker app. It is not the traditional fantasy football league. We'll break down the details here soon, but it's some fun. It's free for the next, I think, until midnight tonight. So go join. Promo code Raiders. Promo code Raiders. It gives you a $25 credit. And then Saturday, or tomorrow at some point, the buy-in will be $25. I want all you guys to join, man. I'm telling y'all now, this is so fun. It's so interactive. This isn't even about money with me. I promise you guys, this was pennies. But I wanted to provide an experience for you guys on game days outside of just me and Hammer calling the play-by-play. Trust me, it is fun, very interactive. People are going to be screaming at each other in the comment, in the app and on the live streams. It is fun. So join up. Salute you guys as always. On the way out, wipe them feet, hit that subscribe button. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'm out. One.
Get that in.